There you go, Jared. Ooh, that's a mix-up.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's well, let's stay away from copywritten material. But anyway, hey, this is Stoner
Yeah.
Morning Show, and it's Saturday, February 12th. And maybe you're watching this live, or maybe you're listening to this on regular cat radio on iHeartRadio. But however you're listening to us, we're glad you're hearing. And this is JQ.
Joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up?
Oh. Hi, everybody out there. And hi, Sean and Jay. I was just talking because Sean's eating oatmeal. And
barely.
I like oatmeal, but I'm not I'm not picky about it. I'm very just like instant oatmeal, that kind of jam. But out here they have this stuff called joke, which is the rice porridge stuff. There's another name for it, and I can't think of it. If anybody can, That stuff is delicious. For breakfast, it's my favorite non-traditional American style breakfast.
I'm a big grits person.
Really?
Yeah, I like grits lately.
I froze.
Because you could put.
I froze for a while.
Oh, you did.
Like oatmeal, you could put lots of stuff in grits and it like bumps it up a lot. So I like it.
I get it. I wasn't a fan when I was a kid, and it's grown on me as an adult.
Yes. I always thought it was an old person food, but I guess it is. Because I'm old now.
I gotta stop eating whatever the thing I'm eating. I think I'm eating some kind of tamarind, like pulp, and it's too chewy. It's too chewy for me to And we lost Sean. That's how interesting talking about breakfast food is. That we lose a co-host talking about the bullshit we're talking about. What are we doing? We're a professional comedy show. I'm a little off because I have a head cold or sinuses or allergies. So my eyes feel puffy, and I feel like this is for me. Out of all the sicknesses I can have, it's the most debilitating for me. It's like the most uncomfortable for me. Like I could deal with I could deal with stomach pains. I can have the shits. Like a headache. I could even kind of deal with. What other kind of cold you have? Earaches. Earaches are kind of pain.
Yeah.
But this thing, the sinus nonsense, because I don't feel sick. The rest of my body doesn't feel sick. It's just like it's one thing. Like Jay, when I die, I want my body to go like the car from Blues Brothers. When it finally gets there, and then they park it, and then everything falls off. I want all systems failure when I die. It's like, his heart, and then it's like they, band-aid it, and then his lungs and his kidneys are like, cover that motherfucker to the ground. I like that. But this one thing, like I feel great except my face, and this is how I enjoy the rest of the world outside. This is my window to the rest of the world.
You two looked a little puffy this morning. I'll tell you that. It's all right though.
My face reminds me of when I was driving in New York in really cold weather, and it's steaming up on the window, and you can't get it to defog. Everything else is fine, but it just my view is just.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I'm back.
Yes, you seem back. It seems like Jay's a little choppy now.
It was bad for me for a little while, and I tried to move my desk to get closer to my cord to plug in the internet, but I rearranged things, and I can't reach that anymore.
Oh.
I screwed myself.
Oh.
All right.
Big time. Anyway.
Well, it's better now, so
all right.
It stays up.
We'll see. I'm supposed to go to a float tank next week.
Oh, excellent!
For the first time.
I'm excited.
And I think people want me to do it stoned, but I kind of think I should do it not stoned since it's the first time I've done it.
Yeah, do it not stoned.
Well, if you're gonna do it, if you know you're gonna do it before or after, if you're gonna do it again, then why you don't need to do it now, or you don't need to not do it now if you know you're going to do it multiple times, right? So I'm just saying whatever you feel like in the moment.
Just like call an audible.
Yeah, well, just whatever you feel.
I get
like,
it.
Because if you know you're going to do it again, you could have the chance to. Like the first time I ever did it, I definitely smoked up, but I did it so many times that I was just trying it with different drugs, and I was doing it sober, and I was doing it, just sleep deprived. It was so fun to me, and it was cheap back then. Because I was like fanboying Joe Rogan, all the way back then, and I got to go to the place that he went to, owned by Crash, in Venice Beach, and you get 2 hours at a time for like $40, where it's like $100 for an hour now.
I wonder if they would let me take a pizza in there and rest it on my chest.
Pizza?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I won't do it on drugs, but I'll do it on pizza. I'll just sneak in a little pizza.
Pizza.
And then, I don't know.
One of those personal pan pizzas. That's pretty good. That
might be what the experience really needs. Like
pizza.
Well, just taste.
Because ketamine can only get you so far. I like that you'd be having an out of body experience, but putting energy into your body. Because that's kind of what you're doing in the float tank, is you're decoupling your brain from your body, untethering. If it's a good experience. I don't know. Is it going to be closed? Is it going to have music? Because I know they're starting to get fancy now. Do you know if it's going to be like just completely dark?
I don't know yet.
All right.
Yeah.
But I hope, for my sake, for me, that's one of the things. It wasn't just like laying, because I've seen pictures where they're sitting in a glowing tube and stuff, or pool. And for me, I don't know why anybody would want to do that. But sitting there when it's completely dark and black and you can't see your hand in front of your face, that's amazing. It's amazing. It's a trip. It's a real, and you don't need to be high to have a psychedelic experience. That's why I say just go experience them in different ways.
Yeah. Well, I'll report back next week about what happens.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
I remember one other thing. I remember the girl who I went with at the time, she felt claustrophobic after like 4 minutes and had to open the door and just recognize what she was doing. But for me, because I've been thinking about this for a while, it felt like I just walked into the door into like space. Like it felt like I walked into the biggest room that I've ever been in. But then, it was just dark,
Right.
It was trippy, man. I'm excited for it. There was a time where, and I forgot what I was on, but there was a time where I felt like I was flying vertically because I know I was laying down, but I felt like this. It almost felt like there was wind. That's how your brain trips just out so much, just thinking, yeah. All right.
That's
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, would you ever do a float tank?
Absolutely, yeah. I do lots of dark showers, so I imagine it'll be almost like that.
Have you talked about dark showers before? I forget.
Yes.
Yes.
Why do you do dark showers?
I just find it's almost. I feel like it's almost like that, because it's a pitch black room. You're in.
Yeah.
There's a rhythmic, you hear that rhythmic water noise and everything. So it gets you into that relaxed state and everything.
Could a dark shower also be called a wet stranger? Is that what you're up to? I feel like we asked. I feel like we took it here.
I don't remember that. I must have been stoned.
I'm officially calling it the wet stranger from now on.
We should do. I don't know. We should do some segment about dark showers. Bill Suter's. I've done golden showers before. I mean, I think we've got them all covered now.
Yeah. Close, Bill Suiters. Try shutting the lights out when you do it.
When you try
golden showers.
You maybe just next time
next time Jay's visiting you in New York, just try catching him every once in a while taking a dark shower. You know, just ask him, hey, have you been taking a, you know?
Have you taken a dark shower at my place?
No, I don't think so.
My place is good for a dark shower, I feel like.
Yeah, I bet yours would be nice.
Yeah.
You know what, though? When I think about dark showers now, I can't stop thinking about being in the bathroom on the toilet in a thing that has lights that are like motion censored.
Oh, yeah.
And then it goes out, and you're just sitting there in the dark in a public restroom.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny how
in a truck
frustrating.
stop.
Yeah, it's funny how frustrating that is.
Yeah, it's amazing that that's still a thing because it's so frustrating.
Oh yeah,
you would think that the first complaint, it'd be
I don't know. I think it's kind of it'd be kind of fun. It's happened to me before, and I use it as a learning experience, like a little like mini Mission Impossible mission. Like, can I remember where everything is on here and everything? So.
Oh yeah, that's fun. I thought yours was good. It was going to be like, how do you get the motion sensor on? So you like take your belt off and then you throw it and whip it.
No, I've already been sitting there for like 10 minutes going like this, trying to get the motion sensor back on.
I think if a gas station bathroom has a motion sensitive light that turns off, they should give you a little stick with like a cat toy on it, like something that so you can just like wave it up in the air.
When you ask the gas station attendant, they'll be like, "What's that for?" And they go, "You'll see."
Yeah. I agree. We have Pip. Our friend Pip is going to be coming on pretty soon to update us on anything. Oh, I think he's here.
Well, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes.
Just because I looked at, we're still talking. Just to wrap up floating tanks.
Well, we were talking about float tanks, but yes, wrap it up.
Yeah, just to. I was gonna say, what besides like salt water, can you give me like a top 2 or 3 other liquids or other things that you'd like to float in? If you could just go to a place and they just are like. Their float tank situation is not that you just lay out and trip out, but they'll fill it with whatever you want it to be filled. You can't take any with you. So,
yeah. I mean, this is maybe the wrong answer, but I think it would be cool to interact with non-Newtonian fluid. You know that stuff that if you hit it, it resists. I don't know if you'd be able to. I don't think you would float in it, but I don't know.
You could. You slowly sink. Grape jelly. And then my Newtonian, and then my other. If you go slow with non-Newtonian stuff, sorry, Sean. That if you go slow with it, that's when it's liquid. It's when you hit it when it's solid.
And my other liquid would be gravy.
Ooh,
gravy's a good one.
Yeah,
and warm.
A brown gravy or a white gravy?
Brown gravy. Here's Pip.
Yeah.
Here he is.
I'll tell you, I've never been sad getting gravy on any part of my body. I'm like,
what did I come into here? Rub the gravy all over everybody's body.
Well, we were talking about talking about float tanks, but now we're talking about gravy.
Wait, what are float tanks?
Oh my gosh, we were just talking
back
about
to the float tank segment.
Isolation tanks. Have you ever heard of the term isolation tank?
Yeah.
Oh, of course you've heard that, but you haven't heard of float tanks.
My whole life is pretty much an isolation tank these days.
Oh, okay, that one.
Okay. Hey, give it up for Pip, who brought some slam poetry with him.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, awesome.
No, that was it. My life.
Oh, that was it.
I was ready to improvise a slam poetry. I was right. No, I can't do poetry. I don't understand.
You can do it. All you have to do is talk like this, a couple of weird pauses.
No, see, I can't do that. I can't even do what you're doing now. How's everybody's morning today?
That's fair.
The day's going all right.
It's good.
I'm stoned.
Not bad.
I'm coming at you live from my bed, which is also my office these days because I live in a tiny.
That was it? All right.
I live in a tiny apartment.
Is he frozen?
Oh,
No, I can hear
he's
him.
frozen.
No,
I'm
I
right
see him.
here.
Oh, I
Can you
couldn't.
see me?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm
I think
good.
we're finding out that today, if you think other people are frozen, you're probably frozen, because that's what happened to me at the
That's a
beginning.
good thing to know. Yeah.
Pip, do you have any Super Bowl predictions? Oh, there's.
Who's playing?
Well,
Well,
this is your Super Bowl prediction segment. Just take it from here. Yeah, I don't know.
All
You
right.
predict it. Yeah.
I predict that it'll be a great game, and both teams will try their best.
Yep.
And
Your segment to take control.
the commercials will be highly disappointing. It's a weird thing to wait for.
Make a prediction.
The commercials.
Yeah.
I don't really understand the appeal of being advertised to.
I think it's the Los Angeles Rams versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Am I correct with that?
Can you give us an over/under on that, Pip?
6,
Yeah, what's your over/under?
7, maybe, perhaps even 8 or 9. But who
Okay.
can say? Nobody can really predict football. I mean, it's
That's true.
It's a sport, you know. So if you could predict it, they wouldn't have to play the games.
It wouldn't be called
Yeah.
football if you could
Yeah.
predict it.
It'd be called something else, like predict ball.
Predictable.
Yeah, no.
Who can you predict? Can you predict who's playing in the halftime?
Oh, wait. I might actually know this. Is it Snoop Dogg?
Ooh.
I think he's there.
I think
think
it
you're-
is Snoop Dogg.
It's a few people.
Right, which is awesome because that's a win for the Stoner Morning Show right there. Snoop Dogg is one of the most iconic potheads to ever live. So that's good. I think he'll be high for the big game. I know I will be.
We should have advertised. We should have advertised for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you guys
That's what we should do for our next fundraiser.
A TV spot for the Super Bowl. What are you doing?
Oh.
It's like $250,000 for like a 15.
We keep giving it away to people who need it.
Oh damn! Why would you do that? Right, the less fortunate could get fucked. Okay.
Hey, can you give us a prediction of the Puppy Bowl? Who's gonna win the Puppy Bowl?
Humanity will win the Puppy Bowl. Have you ever watched the Puppy Bowl? It's so heartwarming and beautiful.
Twice.
Yeah, it's great. It's puppies and they're playing for hours, and I'm a big fan. Bye, Lexi.
We might have lost Lex for internet issues. We'll find out, I think. Oh, and we have a new comment that's been waiting here, I think.
It's
all right.
Ooh.
Bill.
What? Oh, this is old. What if Sean laid in the Newtonian fluid and then somebody hit it?
I don't know what Newtonian fluid is, but I imagine it would be explosive.
I mean,
here's another iconic stoner right here. Is Jerry Garcia?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the lead guitar player from the Grateful Dead, and I'm not a big fan of the Grateful Dead. I mean, I like the Dead; they're great, you know. But I like that their iconic guitar player is just this overweight, bearded guy who looks like he could be one of the people following the Grateful Dead. That's such a, like, every other big rock star is really attractive and usually kind of fit and like has that long flowing blonde hair or whatever. The fucking Grateful Dead just has this dude who looks like he could drive a truck. Oh man, I'm a big fan.
It is appropriate when the fan base looks like they can fit in with the thing they're fans of.
Yeah. No, it creates this feeling of unity among the fans. Hey, lads, among the fans and the musician. But
let's talk about something other than Jerry right now.
Okay.
This is a great segue, right? I tried to.
Yeah, let's change.
Pip, let's talk about what you had for breakfast today.
I had.
I
had the thing where you take 2 slices of bread and you poke holes in them and you put the egg in the middle and then you fry them together.
Love it.
Everybody has a different name for that.
What do you call it?
Well, my great grandma called them Egyptian eggs. I have no idea.
That's how I know them.
No, that's crazy.
You did
You're
too,
the
Jay?
only
Like that?
person to ever
Yeah.
tell me that.
That's my father called them Egyptian eggs.
Everybody else I've told that to has told me that that's made up and sounds somewhat racist.
I've never heard of that. I grew up with Jay.
It's not.
Eggs in
I
a basket.
heard
They're
radio,
very good together, though.
Don says they call them. Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm high and I'm sick.
No, you got
I
this.
had a joke. I missed it. Sean, what do you call them?
I think I just called them eggs in toast. Eggs in
Am I
toast.
frozen again too?
No, we can hear you.
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
But they're not really toast. I mean, they're kind of toast.
It's toasted.
Eggs in a basket. That's what Bill calls them. That's the most common term that I've heard for them. But I don't know where my grandma got Egyptian eggs from. But maybe she was friends with your dad. Who knows? But
Maybe.
yeah, they are quite good. I like the efficiency of it. Like, who needs to make toast and eggs in separate devices? That's crazy. You should just make them at the same time. I like any
I'm punching
cooking
out.
that you could do in one pot or one.
Shit
pan
don't work. I
or
love you guys. My face doesn't work anyway. I love you guys. I'm gonna end it for me.
Love you, Lex. Take care of yourself.
Sorry if I'm interrupting anybody.
No, you did great.
Bye, Lex. Feel better. Love you, buddy. Bill says eggs in a basket.
Yeah, eggs in a
All
basket.
right.
I think I've heard that before.
Hey, Bill,
Yeah,
don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah. Well, I made it with rye bread, so it was a little hard, but it tasted good. It did the job. I'm not hungry right now, which I guess is what breakfast is for.
Rye bread would be one of my top 3 breads.
It's the best bread to me.
Yeah.
It's the most versatile. It's not awful in anything, and it really just elevates any kind of, a pastrami or corned beef or really any salted cured meat tastes the best on rye bread.
I love getting rye bread whenever I'm at like a diner.
Yeah,
That's usually my go-to, but I never buy it. I never have rye bread in the house. Never.
well, it's worth investing in, Sean. You live in New York City. There's so many great bakeries or bodegas. You could get yourself a nice rye loaf.
But I like keeping rye special in that I only get it when I'm like out somewhere.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. So what's your take-home bread?
Oh, I like English muffins. I like
muffins are
that.
great.
Yeah. And I guess wheat bread is good.
Wheat bread?
Yeah.
Wheat bread. Okay. No, that's not what. I thought you were making bread out of your weed, Sean. Like edibles. Like marijuana bread.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never tried it.
No.
Never. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like any other edible, right? Sounds good.
Yeah. It does.
Oh, hey, Lex is now watching. Maybe he'll just interact for the rest of the show just on that end.
Yeah, that works.
Not to force it, but he's still here. So now Lex can tell us his favorite breads. Lex, we were just talking about favorite breads. I don't know if you heard all of that. And rye is up there for all of us. I like what is it, like focaccia bread? I like that.
Focaccia bread.
Yeah.
I'm okay with focaccia. I always just thought, why not just get pizza at that point? But I know that's an ignorant statement.
Pretzel buns are also good.
Oh yeah, you do like a good pretzel.
Yeah.
I've had there's this really great burger place around the corner from my house that makes this amazing pretzel bun burger. It's just great. I highly recommend it. It's called Left Bank, Jersey City, New Jersey.
Maybe we'll give them a call.
You should. Maybe we could get them to sponsor the Stoner Morning Show.
Maybe you can order something live. I mean, no pressure. We don't have to do it today.
You want me to call? I don't think they're open yet. Not many people are getting are getting hamburgers at 10:30 in the morning.
Lex is also
Good
a big
call,
fan
Lex.
of Hawaiian sweetbread.
Hawaiian
Also-
sweet.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
familiar
more
with
of
that
a that's always around at every like holiday function. There's always Hawaiian sweetbread somewhere.
Really?
Yeah,
These are not my
well, for me.
Interesting.
I don't know if that holds true for me. What
Yeah,
is that
my holidays just have challah bread. But
I did. Okay.
What was that? Every one of my holiday functions growing up there was always a bowl of M&Ms.
Really?
At any holiday, any like family holiday get together, there was like a bowl of M&Ms.
All the different colors, or did you guys pick and choose your favorites?
I think somebody opened a bag and threw them in like a fancy crystal bowl. I think that's what it was.
My uncle would not eat red M&Ms.
Really?
I don't know why. He just hated the red ones, but they all taste exactly the same to me, and you cannot convince me otherwise. The same with Fruit Loops, Skittles, anything that's supposed to like have different flavors based on the color.
Well, I think
marketing.
I think in the 60s and 70s, it was later discovered that the red dye in M&Ms was carcinogen.
Wow!
So for a while they didn't have red. For a while they didn't have red M&Ms.
I thought my uncle was just weird. That I didn't realize he had an actual reason for that. That's fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just this is all hypothetical. But once they brought M&Ms back, he was probably still suspicious.
Lex disagrees with me. That's fair.
I don't know about what.
But my taste buds are not the best, right? I don't have the best palate, but I could never taste the difference between the M&M colors. Maybe there are exceptions depending on the food.
I don't think there is a difference. Let me Google it.
Yeah, Google that.
No,
you guys. I have a new favorite candy though. It's the Reese's Big Cup with pretzels. Have you guys ever tried this?
Yes, I've had that.
So good.
Yep.
It's a big cup, so it's got extra peanut butter, but the pretzels are really what makes it. It's just got that sweet, savory combination. It's just perfect.
What is that you're talking about?
It's the Reese's Big Cup.
Okay. Oh, the coloring is just color. It has no flavor.
Yeah.
So
that's for M&Ms. But what about for Fruit Loops? Can we look up Fruit Loops now?
Oh, Fruit Loops has flavors. I do believe.
Oops. I get so nervous when everyone's watching me type. Each loop does in fact taste mildly sweetened with negligible or no differences between them.
Oh, look, the internet says that I'm right, Lex. Negligible or minor. So it actually could be that Lex's taste buds are just more in tune with the Fruit Loops than mine. But I don't even like Fruit Loops, honestly. I'm opposed to most cereal and milk, if I'm really going to be honest with you guys right now. This is a confessional that I didn't think I'd be making on the show. But it's really just a cold milk soup, isn't it? It's disgusting. Why are you pouring cold milk on your sugar and then eating that with a spoon? It's a bizarre meal to me.
It's a mess.
I'm not big on it. I mean, like, I like hot cereal. I like oatmeal. Cold cereal, I'm over it.
If anyone wants to read that article that I just shared on my screen, there's the link right there. I copied the link.
Click that link.
There you go. There it is.
I remember for a while, Trix, the cereal, had different shapes, right? They were all shaped based on the fruit that they allegedly tasted like.
Yes.
And then Trix had like a commercial where the rabbit is running away from the kids who are trying to get the Trix away from him, and then he goes through like this magic portal that turns all the Trix into like just regular old dots instead of shapes like the fruit. And then they marketed it. Oh, look, our Trix are special. They're just circles now. But in reality, they were probably just trying to save money. because they didn't want to have to cut every cereal piece into that special shape. And they just pretended like it was just a new kind of tricks, but in reality, they were just cutting corners, weren't they? Because they never brought them
Same old
back.
tricks.
They brought them back. They never brought them back. Tricks are now just circles again forever, I guess. And I can't believe that. They tried to pull a fast one on us and act like it was a special new version of tricks, but it was just capitalism. That's what it was. So
that sounds like another case of the Mandela effect.
It was
a food-heavy show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mandela effect's cool. Do you guys have any Mandela effect stories besides for like the big ones, like bears?
Yeah, I do. I totally do. One day I woke up. This is when I was younger, and I was in a different house and had a completely different family.
Really?
Yeah, new name.
I don't know if that's the Mandela effect. I think you might have been kidnapped.
I know it. I didn't always use, in my memory, I didn't always used to be Sean Wickens. At one point, I was Bobby Ferguson. It's a completely different family. And I woke up and then I was in a different home and they were calling me a different name. That's my Mandela.
Sean, that's not exactly what I had in mind, but that's good. That's a good one.
No, I know. Obviously, that's a joke. But I always think it's funny that when people do Mandela effect things, I don't know. It's always like pop culture stuff. Like, I don't know how.
Because that's the point. It's supposed to be a shared memory that other people also have.
I read an article that because there's and some scientists propose this, that because there's multiple realities, that maybe one of those you're in tune with one of those realities and you're remembering something from a different reality.
I like that idea. I like the multiple realities theory. It's fun.
Have you guys
does that mean that there's a reality where like Batman is real?
Oh yeah.
There's a reality where I'm Batman.
Oh shit.
There's a reality
where we're all Batman.
Yeah. There's also a reality where Sean Wickens is Spider-Man. It's not Peter Parker.
No, see, Sean Wickens can't be Spider-Man because Spider-Man violates the laws of physics. So the known laws of physics, I don't know if the multiple universes theory would apply to that. You can't violate those, but as long as something is physically possible, it does happen in this multiple worlds theory. So Batman, who doesn't break any laws of physics that I know of, he's just a guy with no powers and a lot of money. He could be real, but Spider-Man, I don't know, man. He could stop a train with his brute strength. I don't think that's possible in any reality.
I don't know.
But maybe Sean would be like a Spider-Man without powers. I could see that.
Well, but spiders themselves can lift like 100 times their own weight. So that is is a part of physics. That's a part of their physics.
They're able to do that because they're tiny. Like birds are able to fly because they've got hollow bones and they're super light. But if a human being had a pair of wings, they wouldn't be able to fly. It just doesn't work.
Do you think if we were all tiny, we'd all have superpowers? Is that what you're saying?
I think it's possible. It's more likely.
Oh, like if we were all tiny, we would be able to jump higher.
Maybe. Yeah, possibly. Maybe. I mean, I'm not really a math guy. I'm not really a science guy. Clearly, I mean, but I feel like somebody smarter than me once told me that most of the things that superheroes do violate the laws of physics. Like, for example, whenever you see Superman lifting a plane, if you were strong enough to actually like do something like, you wouldn't lift a plane, you would just go right through it.
Right.
That's what would happen because the weight of the plane, you only got one arm, so you'd have to be able to carry the whole thing and spread out that mass all throughout the bottom of the plane. If you're just lifting it at one point, you just go right through it. I think that's the problem that a lot of superhero feats are violating.
So Plastic Man would be able to do it because Plastic Man can.
He's the guy.
Or
who can
Mr.
stretch.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, perhaps they'd have a better shot. But yeah.
Well, I did see that Spider-Man movie, and
Which one?
How was?
I liked it.
You like the new one?
Yeah. Bill Suter says that Superman honed his strength like a martial art. That's a pretty good counterpoint. You know?
Is it? Could martial arts allow you to break physics?
I read an article that someone explained Superman flying as he's not really flying, he's jumping.
Wow. But he's clearly flying. Like in the movie, he flies around the world a bunch of times and makes it go backwards. Spoiler
He's
alert.
just jumping. It's a continuous jump.
So he like goes into orbit. That's pretty impressive. That's what the Hulk does. The Hulk just jumps really far.
Yeah.
Saying that Superman jumps and doesn't fly is a funny sort of stance to take. Like,
yeah, it's like a weird hot take.
Yeah, like bring that to parties and stuff.
Yeah,
just walk up to people and be like, "Hey, you guys ever think about how Superman's really jumping and not flying?"
Well. As a bit of a comic book nerd, originally Superman could not fly. He could jump tall buildings in a single bound. That's what the old show said about him, right? Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, could jump tall buildings in a single bound. But then, once they made the cartoon, they realized it's a lot harder to animate somebody jumping than it is to just make him fly. So like, okay, he can fly now, whatever. And I think that's what happened there. But yeah, it's true. Originally, he could not fly.
Wow.
This just in.
Learned something.
Yeah.
Superman can't fly.
Well, he couldn't. Now he can. Superman can do whatever he wants. He's Superman.
Yeah.
I think Superman's boring.
I do too.
That's my hot take.
He's not my favorite superhero.
I gotta tell you, I just watched the Hawkeye series.
Yes.
And I want to buy a bow and arrow now and like shoot like targets in my backyard.
Who would you shoot with a bow and arrow?
I'd shoot targets in my backyard.
Okay,
yeah.
Just not people, just targets.
No.
You're not gonna fight.
Not unless they're being very threatening to me.
All right.
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah,
Jason
he does make it look cool.
Jason just got a Disney Plus password, so he's going all in on Marvel and Star Wars shows.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
I do like most of the Marvel shows. I don't think they're like high art or anything, but thank you, Christine. Nice to see you.
Our friend Christine is here, and she we don't know what she was referencing. I think that's an old comment.
I think it was my Superman story, but I could be wrong.
Oh, maybe.
I just.
Oh, so. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Pip.
You first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, can we talk? Did any of you watch the Boba Fett, the last Boba Fett series?
No,
I have.
No,
that's my hill. My hill is that Boba Fett died in the Sarlacc pit in 1983, and nobody will ever change my mind about that.
Okay. Counterpoint. I enjoyed the show.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I know people complained about it, and I think their complaints are reveal that they're weaklings.
Damn, Sean. They're weaklings, and they'll never get anywhere in life.
Well, no, I won't go that far.
Pull themselves up by their bootstraps and like Boba Fett, like the adults here.
I don't need them to like it, but I need them to get over the fact that they don't like it.
Well, that's how I feel about most fandoms and nerds in general, is that them not liking something becomes a personality trait, and it's just too much.
But it's funny. It's extra funny to me that people are mad at this show because the character that they love that used to be a badass is no longer a badass. That's their complaint.
But that was his only trait, was that he was a badass.
I know, but like complaining about somebody no longer being a badass is, I don't know, also not a badass thing to do.
Yeah.
You know?
But here's the thing, he is still a badass. And he's always been a badass. He's more reserved now. He's older. This is him at like later on in life. This is not like 20-year-old like Boba Fett. This is like 50-year-old Boba Fett.
Yeah. I'm getting too old for this shit, Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you. I mean, that's fair because he is pretty old now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you, they did. Oh, they did bring in one of my like favorite all-time villains in the Star Wars series, is Cad Bane, and they did him awesome so far. I hope to see more of him.
I don't know anything about that character.
If you're just joining us, we're talking about Boba Fett and dropping a lot of information.
It's a week out. If you haven't watched it, get over it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with spoiling anything from it. I mean, you know, once you're watching something and somebody says the name Boba Fett, like, get ready, you might hear something you don't want to hear. I don't know, the fact that he became like got accepted by the Tusken Raiders, I thought was a sweet. Like Bill Suter loved it.
Yeah.
And this guy's done golden showers. This guy Bill Suter.
Well, I therefore trust his opinion more, but I'm still not going to watch it. However, I don't care about spoilers. I will say that. That's another hot take of mine. Like, if a movie or a TV show is good, like really good, a spoiler should not ruin it, should it? Right?
Interesting.
I mean, a movie's not just a series of things that happen. If it's good, it's well made. And if the only thing that's getting you watching it is the plot twists that you should be able to predict anyway, because you're a fucking adult. I'm sorry. I mean, when was the last time your mind was really blown by a spoiler?
I'm only going to disagree with one thing, and it's that you said movies aren't just a series of things that happen, but because that is literally what movies are.
No, it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not, Sean. They craft it. They make it
filmed that way.
It's not only that. I mean, the dialogue and the acting and the use of lighting or whatever. There's a zillion factors into what makes a movie good. It's not just the actual story being told.
Well, okay. So in order to film a scene, a series of things have to happen where they have to set up the lights, they have to memorize the dialogue, they have to rehearse, they have to set up the camera, they have to discuss how it's going to look.
Well, yeah.
So it's everything is just a series of things happening.
Well, thank you, Sean. I mean, that's very existential, and I appreciate it. All I mean is that that's not the only thing that a movie is.
Okay.
And that if a spoiler, like a lot of movies I've seen were spoiled for me before I saw them, but I still enjoyed them. Like everybody knew I was born in 1991. When I first saw The Sixth Sense, I already knew the outcome. If you were watching this and you don't, I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil it. Bruce Willis is dead the whole time. But I still very much enjoyed the movie because it's about the ride. It's about the journey. It's not about that one moment.
You know what would be really mind blowing is if Bruce Willis made another movie, and at the end it was also revealed that he was dead the whole time in that movie. Nobody would see that coming.
Oh yeah, that's true. Especially if it was not a movie at all about ghosts or anything. It was just like a regular old Bruce Willis action movie, and he's about to shoot the villain, and the villain is just like, "You're not going to shoot me." He's like, "Why the fuck not?" It's like, "Because you're already dead." And then
That's brilliant.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, Bruce Willis.
But if I went into this movie and I heard that spoiler, I would be pretty pissed off. Because that seems like it would be an amazing thing to like, whoa, experience. But we did just experience it.
I'd want to see this as the Die Hard like 5 like sequel.
That's a good idea.
Bruce Willis is dead.
He actually died in Die Hard 1, but
the
whole thing has been a fever dream.
Yeah.
The last 30 seconds of his brain shooting off memories.
I love that there's so many Die Hard sequels. It's kind of funny.
How many are there now? Was I right in saying
there's 5 now?
6? Okay.
I think they're making a 6th one. I could be wrong, but
here, I'll just find out real quick. How many Die Hard movies are there?
I know there's 5 that have been released.
Let's see. It didn't give me an easy answer. Share screen. This is too difficult. Okay, here we go. Here's Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard, A Good Day to Die Hard, and then something called McClane.
Oh, they're calling the next one McClane because they've run out of Die Hard puns.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one of the first like dirty-ish jokes that I ever heard was about the guy who overdosed on Viagra. They made a movie about his life. You know what it's called?
No.
Die Hard.
Oh.
I heard that joke in 7th grade, and it was the funniest thing I had heard in my life to that point. It still hits.
It would be a bummer to live an incredible life, but then you die in such a way that the only thing ever anyone talks about is like how you died.
Yeah, that sounds like kind of a bummer to me too. On the other hand, if you've lived an entirely useless life and then you die in a memorable way, that's kind of...
Oh, God. That's probably why mass shooters are a thing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We've gone to a dark place with this, Sean.
I mean, that probably figures into their psyche somehow. It's like, I've not done anything. I might as well do something big, also evil.
I don't know. I think that's cowardly. I mean, if you're going to die in a memorable way, at least do something that no one's done before.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't saying it was heroic, definitely, but yeah. Sorry that I took it there. Let's talk
about something lighter, maybe.
Yeah. We were talking about cereals at one point.
That's one way to die, is from just overdosing on cereal.
Oh, sugar! Yeah, get the old sugar foot.
I don't want it. Diabetes, I do not want it. Oh, okay.
No.
There's enough Die Hard movies to make spin-off series and start a new Disney hub. I'm looking forward to the Limo Driver series. Oh, like instead of an MCU, a Die Hard cinematic universe.
Die Hard cinematic universe. I would watch a spin-off with Hans Gruber for sure. Although the late Alan Rickman obviously could not be in it, but his character died anyway. Spoiler alert. Maybe a prequel.
Bill Suter, I could work consultant on that series. I drove limos for a hot second.
That's
Did you enjoy that job?
I enjoyed it a lot. There were lots of good tips and lots of like pretty models.
I have a question. Are drive-throughs more difficult in the limo?
I never went through a drive-through in a limo.
Really?
Actually, no, wait. I did. I went through a Burger King drive-through with a group of kids who wanted to hang out the top and pay the person. So I was like, all right.
The reason I'm thinking about drive-throughs is because a lot of times they have that curve, which might be difficult for a longer vehicle. You know.
Yes, but there was a spot over going out to West East Hampton where it was a straight drive through. Like you
Yeah.
drove around the back and it went straight. So
Oh, okay, got it.
Y'all are making me want fast food now.
Hmm.
What's your go-to fast food, guys? Like, if you're gonna go to any drive-through, what would be your drive-through of choice?
Well,
lately
I have too
it's
many answers.
it's Burger King. It's the chicken sandwich, the Chicken King at Burger
Mm.
King.
Is
Really?
it spicy? Is it
Yeah.
spicy?
Who would have thought that
Uh,
Burger King makes a good chicken sandwich? You'd think that they would
They
stick
do.
with what they know.
They do.
I haven't had Burger King in a very long time.
Oh, I'll get back to my fast food picks, but I did have a thought earlier that I think is worthy of talking about a little bit, and it's that I do think Cheetos are crackers.
Of course they are. Who would
Yeah.
ever? Oh wait, no, you mean Cheetos? Oh man, I was
Yeah.
thinking of Cheez-Its, which are definitely crackers. But
Yes, but I think
How-
Cheetos
how are
Those are
also
puffs.
crackers?
Hmm?
They're puffs.
Those are puffs.
Well, they're made out of corn, and some crackers are made out of corn, and they're crunchy. And I don't know. That's all it needs for me to be a cracker. It's a snack, a crunchy
puffs.
snack made out of corn.
So any crunchy snack made out of corn is a cracker to you.
Yeah.
That's an interesting hill. What about corn
And,
pops? Like the cereal. To circle back to cereals. Because that's crunchy. It's made out of corn.
I'll even go one further. I think popcorn is a cracker. How about that?
Wow.
Whoa.
Popcorn's not even really crunchy. So
Kind of.
a little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
a
not
little
the same
bit.
kind of crunchy.
Okay, but anyway, so all right, my go-to drive-through fast food it's dependent on where I am at, because I always want to try something that I haven't had before. Like if I'm in Texas, I'll go to a Whataburger, you know?
Ooh.
I've always wanted to try Whataburger.
I've done it and I can't remember what it tastes like. I think I liked it. Here's a comment that I don't know what it means. Cap'n Crunch, the cereal, not the guy.
I think he's saying that the cereal is a cracker, but the man that advertises the cereal is not a cracker.
Okay.
Which I guess is true depending on your definition of cracker.
Sure.
Cracker.
We're almost done. Does anybody have anything that they want to say goodbye with?
No.
Okay.
I'm not really big on saying goodbye. What's the point, really? I've been called rude for just leaving parties without like making the rounds and saying goodbye to everybody. And I guess that is rude, but I mean, what actually do you get out of hearing me saying those words? What benefit does it give to you? It's not like we're never going to talk again.
I'm a big fan of the Irish exit.
Oh, see, I didn't want to use that term because I wasn't sure if it was culturally sensitive or not. But yeah, I'm a big fan of it as well. Right? Goodbyes, it just draws unnecessary attention to the fact that you won't be there anymore. Like, I'm a big fan of dramatic hellos. Like, that I can get behind. Hi, everybody! I'm here! But goodbye...
So you call attention to you showing up, but you don't want any attention to you leaving.
Well, yeah, because if I'm going to get attention for something, I want to enjoy it. You know, I want to be able to bask in it a little bit. But the goodbye is like, everybody look at me while I leave. It doesn't make any sense. Right? I'm a big fan of you too.
Yeah. It's hey everybody, feel bad about this.
Oh,
I'm out of here.
My actual behavior at the party. Lisa's clearly never been to a party with me because I'm delightful, right? But I will not call attention.
Ooh. Oh,
no. Irish exit.
Do you think he did that on purpose? I think he did that on accident.
It was awesome. It was awesome. If he did it on accident, it was so awesome.
That might have been one of the most magical things that ever happened.
Oh man! Wow. Good day.
Here.
Good day.
Pip accidentally Irish goodbye. I mean, it was so abrupt. It felt like a phone dying. You know.
It did
Anyway.
look. Yeah.
Geez, that's how we should ask everybody should leave. Just leave without telling us.
Just leave midstream.
Maybe we can do a special Irish goodbye episode where we have guests on, but we tell them they have to leave, like without telling us. Bill Suter is a fan of Pip, and he enjoyed what just happened. Well,
yes.
This was Stoner Morning Show, everybody. We did lose Lex. Ralph wasn't here. We had some laughs. People commented. You know,
it was fun. It was good.
Yeah.
What's going on for you today?
Well, I have work to do, which I mean, why talk about it? But I'm helping put on a kind of show / hangout uptown today. Called Free Brownies to,
That's right.
Wink, wink, what's going to happen there. But Ralph is going to be there. There's going to be some other performers. It's not really a show. It's just like a chill sort of hangout thing.
Cool. That sounds fun.
We'll see. The weather's incredible.
Right? Can I tell you, like last night, Daddy had to go to the bathroom at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was already in bed, so I got out of bed, and I was just in my underwear and t-shirt, and I went outside and like walked him in my underwear and t-shirt. It was so beautiful out last night.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Will you go on the lake
today? No, it's been too warm out the last like 2 days.
Too warm for the lake?
It's starting to get. Yeah, though it's starting to melt.
Oh.
The ice. So I won't go out on the lake.
Oh, got it. There's still ice covered. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Do you ever throw rocks on the lake when it's frozen? Just hear that weird rock on ice, bouncing ice sound?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. That.
Yeah. We should. We talk about having a theme song. People have like offered like, hey, maybe one day I'll write a theme song. We should get somebody to just use that sound as a sample to, plug that sound into a synthesizer.
We should make a. You know how Ralph wrote one of his songs or wrote that at the album with him like doing all, the music through him, just like all
the beats were. All the beats were his.
Yes.
Every sound you hear is from his mouth. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. We should do an intro song like that with just all of us making different noises.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I feel like somebody would have to do that for us in some ways. You know what I mean? Like
maybe
we would need a producer is what. Yeah, that album from Ralph is an exclusive album. There's only like certain way you can get it through his website, but it is good.
Yes.
PreciousGorgeousRalph.com. And well, we're at the end.
Yeah. This is the end.
Do you have any hopes or dreams or aspirations for the next week?
Just that I could get shit done. Get all my shit done.
Got it. Do you make lists?
In my head.
Oh.
I should make more lists on the thing because I roll everything through my head. Actually, no, I lie. I do make lists on my phone. Like I'll yeah.
Oh. You should just write down it's good to see you, Lisa Levy. You should Puma James says figure it out, which could be about
Yep. Definitely is.
Get it done. Yeah. You should just write on a piece of paper, get shit done. Not even a list. Just write down, get shit done this week. I don't know. Write it down like 3 times.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the mirror so I look at it like when I go into the bathroom, and maybe I'll put it on the wall when I wake up.
Yeah. So you know it's there in the bathroom when you're taking a dark shower.
Yes.
Oh. All right. Bye, everybody.
All right. That's it.
This is Stoner Morning Show.
Figure it out.